When you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
6:37. Yo, Chief.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Go. Get set. 7:34.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Texans is Tyler Ervin. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
You got 4. Red. Green the line.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. And he's got room. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2. Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Justin Ellis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now here's Shane Leckler on to punt it away to his longtime team, the Raiders. Harris now to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr, and that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have a concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that's caught inside the 30. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 52 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected it. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as a defender is concerned. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
To throw is Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Going for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now Carr looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Miller. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Coming to you, coming to you. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson steps away. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football to catch him off balance.
And he did. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Watson now going to run the option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. On first down, Carr. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. Back now in Houston. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. A first down carry now for Miller. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. To throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Ellis able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Carr now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Raiders have got him. Mario Edwards able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go Chief! All right, get set, fellas.
Back to throw, Carr. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the side. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does, read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final minute. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
694.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's second down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. And he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
808.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a...
I let my birds come out.